Okay. Well, go ahead and lie down like that. Get your block somewhere that you'll be able to grab it. And we will use the strap to do some hamstring. And we'll just start in Shavasana. So if it's comfortable, you can extend your feet out. Lift up the right shoulder and pull the shoulder blade down. Pick up the left shoulder and pull it down your back. Slightly tuck in your chin. And just start to observe the breath. Don't try and change it, just tune into sounds in the room, music. Try and send your gaze with your eyes closed up into the middle of your eyebrows. And as thoughts come in the practice, just try to notice that it's a thought and come back to the breath. It's okay for the mind to wander, but when you become conscious that it's wandering, lasso it back in. And just a reminder that yin yoga is about holding poses anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. It's about time in a pose, not about effort. So if you find yourself inserting yourself, maybe dial it back. Keep the movement subtle. Whenever you can, keep your eyes closed, because it's not about what it looks like, it's about what you're feeling inside the body. We're going to start with a TFL stretch. So slowly, one at a time, moving as the slowest creature you can imagine. Start to bend the knees, placing the feet flat on the floor. Remove any blanket or block that you might have. Maybe adjust your hips if you need to. Make sure the shoulders are tucked. Pick up the right foot and take it about 45 degrees out to the right side. And slowly let that knee fall in towards the center. And it's not important for the knee to touch the ground. If you want support, you can put a block underneath or a cushion underneath the knee. And when you gently pick up your head, you see your shoulder, your hip, and your knee all in one line. And if you want to feel that stretch even more, you can pick up the left foot and place it on top of the right knee. And just let the knees fall in towards the left side. You can take your hands out into T shape if it's more comfortable. And we're here for 3 minutes. Notice if you're clenching any area of your body, furrowing the forehead, clenching the jaw, keeping the hands stiff. Try to relax those parts. Focus on the inhale and exhale. And try to draw the belly out as far as you can with each breath, like a balloon filling it up. Halfway there. And slowly with the inhale, pick up the left ankle and release it from the knee if it's there. Draw that right leg back up, nice and slow. Realign your hips so your feet and knees are bent. When you're ready, pick up the left foot, take it out 45 degrees. Slowly let that knee fall in towards the right side into the center, and take the same variation you did on the right side and do it on the left. And if you need, inhale, bring your head up, have a look down that line. Come back to the breath. Acquaint yourself with the sounds in the room. This practice is about releasing tension in deep tissue, but also about the exercise of monitoring where the thoughts go. Can we stay in the present moment? We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to form lists, tick boxes. And slowly with the inhale, release any bound ankle. Slowly raise up feet. Bring each knee up into the chest and give your knees a squeeze. Release the lower back into the floor. You can rock it. And just release some of that work tension. And place both feet back down on the ground. Grab your strap. And we're gonna pick up the right foot, loop the strap around the ball of the foot. And it's important here that we keep our shoulders on the ground. So give yourself enough space that with a flex foot, you've got tension on your leg, but you're not extending your arm so much that you're working. And if you have a nice stretch here, your knee can be bent and still activate the hamstring, or you can stick that heel up towards the roof. And with an exhale, you can bring it a little bit closer, but it's not about how far it's bending towards you. It's about what you feel in the back of the hamstring. And the more you send intention through the heel up towards the sky, the more you might feel that. And if you want a little bit more, you can send the left foot to lie flat on the ground. Relax the foot. And just get comfortable with that hamstring. The leg shakes, that's normal. This is not a comfortable stretch. It starts to feel too easy, just inhale. And as you exhale, pull it a little bit closer to yourself. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. One more minute. You need to deepen or maybe even lighten. And slowly loosen the grip, but don't let the foot fall. Come back kind of over top of the hip. Point the big toe with the foot flex, point the big toe towards your left hip. And slowly draw the foot across towards the lift, just a subtle movement. So you start to feel that in on the outer side of the hamstring along the outside of the right leg, maybe into the bottom of the foot, maybe deep into the hip. Again, discomfort, but not painful. Stretching those attachments that form to the bottom of the heel bone of the foot. And slowly with the inhale, bring the foot back over top of the right hip. Point the big toe out towards the right side of the hip. Keeping that foot flexed. And again, draw the foot just slightly across until you start to feel that pull in along at the back of the hamstring. Just a subtle movement. Slowly bringing that foot back over top of the hip. Grab both pieces of the strap with your right hand and place your left hand on your hip or out to the side, and slowly let the right leg fall open. And again, it doesn't have to be a large movement. We're just releasing the hip, focusing on keeping both hips flat on the ground. You can support your foot with a block, a pillow. Breathing deeply down into the belly. Moving the heel out towards the side, flexing the foot. And then slowly with the inhale, bend the knee, release the strap, and let the foot fall down to the ground. Maybe give it a little shake. Rotate the ankle if you want. And then slowly, when you're ready, bend the feet, bend the knees. Get back in alignment with your hips. And we'll do the same on the left side. Picking up the left foot, making the strap around the ball of the foot. Again, making sure that our shoulders are on the ground. And if they're not, just recognizing that we can bend the knee so that they can feel nice and comfortable and flat there. And you can still activate the hamstring. But take the same variation you did on the right. If your foot was extended, go ahead and extend the right foot out. Take a nice deep breath. Activate the heel, send it up towards the sky. You start to notice the stretch become a bit passive. Just remember, send that heel up towards the roof. Keep the foot flexed. At any time after your inhale, exhale, and bring the foot a little bit closer. And slowly release the foot back over top of the hip. Point the toe towards the right hip, keeping the foot flexed, and subtly draw that foot over to the right side until you start to feel a deep connection in the back of the leg. The stretch can also be done seated on your bum, but it's difficult for people with lower back pain. It can also be done standing on your feet. Try it next time, pointing your toes in opposite directions, and feel the difference when you lean forward and activate the hamstring. Slowly bring the foot back over top of the left hip. Point the heel out to the sky, point the toe towards the outside of the left hip, and draw the foot over to the right side. Notice if you're clenching any part of your buttocks or your thighs. Try and release that. Slowly bring the foot back over top of the hip. Gather both straps in the left hand. Place the hand on the right hip. And let the left leg fall into the side. You can bend your knee if you need to. Keep the foot flexed if you can. And support the leg with a block or a bolster. Sounds, movements, vibrations are also welcome. When I let my leg fall out, I went, ooh, that's totally normal, not weird. Inhale, bend the left knee, release the strap, set the strap to the side. Let the left leg slide out, maybe wiggle the leg a little bit, rotate the ankle, it's called. When you're ready, we're slowly going to make our way up into a seated position for a little bit of alternate nose breathing. No points for moving quickly. A little bit better. I'm going to sit on a block. just to get my hips off the ground. And you can keep your eyes closed, bring your shoulders back, try and sit up as straight as you can. Really just paying attention to if you're slouching forward or hyperextending backwards. Get in a comfy spot, blanket, pillow under your bum can be helpful. And alternate nose breath. You can use your right hand and you can fold your index and middle finger down to close the left nostril, inhaling with the right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale. Inhale right. Close and exhale. And go at your own pace, knowing that every time you close, you begin with the exhale. And wherever you are, finish on your next exhale. Let the hand float down to the right knee. And just sit for a minute, breathing normally. And if you're up on a block, you can stay up on a block or remove the block now. We're going to move into butterfly. So we're going to bring our feet out in front of us, bringing the heels to touch but ball open so they're not glued to each other. And you can choose how close or how far away your feet are from the inside of your thighs. The closer you are, the more of an inner thigh stretch. The further away, the more the stretch extends into the buttocks. And when you're ready and you have a good position, you can bring yourself up and slowly allow yourself to come down as far as you want. Maybe this movement here is fine for you. I like to use the other block for my head. But wherever you are, we're here for a few minutes. We're halfway there. And slowly with the inhale, start to crawl and move yourself out of that position. Setting aside any kind of block, we're going to make our way into tabletop. So our knees are underneath the hips. Our hands are underneath our shoulders. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Make sure you've got nice support for your knees there. Come into a neutral spine. And slowly with the inhale, you're going to send your head up, curving the belly down towards the ground, bringing the tailbone up. And exhale, reverse that curve, sending the shoulder blades, the back up towards the sky, the chin towards the chest, tucking the tailbone. And at your own pace, go through that flow of inhaling, curving the belly back down towards the ground. Exhaling, sending the shoulder blades, the brow line up towards the ceiling. Two more. And when you come to a completion, you can extend your feet out so that you're into a plank or onto your knees, and just slowly lower yourself down onto the ground, resting your right ear on the mat and bringing your arms down by your side. Just rest here for a second into the ground. Slowly bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Bring the chin and face the ground. Lift up the head and push into the ground. Slide your right arm out in front of you. Bring your left knee into a 90-degree with your foot flexed out to the side. Pick up your left hand and thread it underneath the right arm until your shoulder blades coming close to the ground. You might want a pillow or a block underneath your head if you want, and let the head lie down. And you should feel a little spinal lift, maybe a bit of pressure on your shoulder, but just lie in this position for a bit. Try to relax the hands. Try to release anything that you might be holding in that left arm, that left shoulder blade, that left hip. With your inhale, bring the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Push into that hand and unbind the left arm, bringing the left knee back in alignment. Bring the right knee out to the side, bent at 90 degrees, foot flexed outwards. Extend the left palm out in front of you, pushing yourself up off the ground. Pick up the right hand and thread that underneath the left arm. And slowly take the same variation you did on the right and do it on the left. And slowly bring the left palm back under the left shoulder, push into the left palm, and thread your right hand. Bring the right knee back in alignment, toes stretched out, and lay your left ear onto the mat, bringing your arms down by your side, just rest into the mat for a minute. And without lifting your head, take your left arm straight up to the side. And then block might be right. Left arm out to the side. Bend at the elbow so that your arms are 90 degrees, your left hand up. Bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder, fingers spread out on the ground. Slowly push into the right hand and roll your body towards the left side, bringing your leg in behind. Maybe you want it up on a block, leg can be bent. And try and find the floor. If you can't find the floor, that's okay. Grab a block or a pillow. And just feel that stretch in the pectoral muscles, the left side, the chest muscles. Relax the fingers. If you want to deepen, push more into the right hand. If you want to lighten, just slowly. Don't curl your body towards the right as much. And slowly with the inhale, roll back in towards the floor. Bring the forehead to the floor. Move your left palm under your left shoulder. Extend the right hand out to the right side. Bend at the elbow, 90 degrees. Hands are flat on the floor. Push into the left palm and roll open towards the right side, feeling that stretch in the right shoulder, right chest. Slowly with the inhale, start to roll yourself back in towards the floor. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulder blade. Push down into the hands, up onto the knees. Bring your toes together and maybe spread your knees apart and come back into child's pose. You can bring your head down onto a mat or a block. You can leave your arms out in front or bring them down along the sides. Whatever feels comfortable, just relax into that. Let the shoulders completely relax. And slowly with the inhale, bring your hands back underneath your shoulder blade. Push yourself up out of child's pose and come back down onto your back. Grab a block and also have your blanket close by. We're going to do the last pose before Shavasana. And we're going to do a supported bridge. Hello. So whichever way you find yourself, back onto your back, bend the knees, feet flat on the floor, find your block. And for supported bridge, you can pick any level that you feel comfortable with. And there's a couple options. So if you're going to pick a higher one, make sure your shoulder blades are nice and tucked. Your chin is tucked a little bit. Push down into your feet and bring the block just in and above your, in and above your tailbone so that you feel supported and stable. And you can stay there. And your arms can fall out to the side. And if you chose a lower, either here or even here, you can choose to let your legs extend fully out, or even bring your soles of your feet together and sit in butterfly. So choose Be sure from second state. I choose my choice. With your next inhale, slowly push into the feet, lifting the hips up off the block. Remove the block out of the way. Don't lower completely yet. Slowly allow the spine to roll down like you're spreading a band-aid on skin or something. I don't know. And just really notice how that lower back feels as it comes into contact with the ground. And take your Shavasana pose. So if you want to keep your knees bent, you can. Put a blanket or block underneath the knees. You can extend the feet out and allow them to fall open. Grab your blanket. Make sure you stay warm. And we'll do a nice meditation. Take a deep inhale Fill up the belly. Exhale through the mouth. Another deep inhale. Blow up that belly. Exhale through the mouth. Last one, big inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Start to wiggle and rotate the extremities, toes, ankles, wrists. You rotate in one direction, go the opposite direction. Bring the toes together. Bring the hands, interlace all the index fingers above the head. Take a deep inhale and stretch as long as you can. Exhale and release into the ground. Bend the knees. Slowly roll to the right. And when you're ready, bring yourself up into a seated position. If you want, you can keep your eyes closed or open them up. And with your hands up on top of your legs, you can have a leg outstretched. You can be sitting on a block. Straighten up the spine. We're going to do 3 breaths of 4 to 6. So inhaling for 4, exhaling for 6. And we'll begin with our inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Last one. 3, 4. And exhale, nice and slow. Bring your hands out in front, interlace the fingers, send them up towards the sky, and twist them open. And exhale, fall forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, let the hands fall down to the side. And last inhale, arms up. Bring the hands to touch in prayer pose. Exhale, bring them down to the chest. Namaste. Thank you for coming to the practice. And we'll end it there.